Hello everyone, welcome to our live challenge announcement for this week. So first of all, thank you for everybody who's joined us for the events we've had this last week. So the paracord challenge, everybody's still got their little paracord things, and for St. George's Day on Sunday. So let's crack on with this week's announcement then. If it's going to work.
Of course it is, Steve.
So this week's challenge is a photography challenge, and it's set by Sophie and Ruby, who unfortunately couldn't join us tonight, but I think they're watching by the looks of the comments. So anyway, let's move on. So this week you have two options. So your first option is find like a photo that you took when you were younger or something like that, and recreate that photo as close as you can. So you can see there, the top one on the right, same people, obviously a bit older, taking the same photo at Christmas. So all the background and everything is as close as they could get it. So that is option one.
Excellent.
Option two is take a photo of what you're doing in lockdown, of things like funny things you're doing to amuse yourself and that kind of thing.
Great picture, that is a great picture.
Yeah. So a few more examples. So this is some random person I found on the internet. Take a picture with his dog, obviously recreated that. So that's the first category. And one we've got for our second category is, you've probably seen this doing the rounds on the internet, some guy making a stop motion of him going skiing and ice climbing, like lying on his floor, that was quite cool.
It's very good. If you haven't seen it, try and track it down. It's excellent. Yeah.
So, those are your two options for this week. Obviously, send it through the normal way, so by OSM. Hopefully, some of the other older challenge announcements have got details that you can follow of how to do that if you're not sure, or hopefully you know by now, or if you're getting stuck with that, just drop us an email or something. So yeah, and the deadline for that is 11 p.m. on Wednesday night. And then the virtual meeting itself is 7 p.m. on Thursday night as usual, and we'll send out Zoom details of that. Right. Okay, so if you've got any questions on any of that, drop them in the comments and we'll get back to them in a second. In the meantime, we're just going to swap over to Stuart, because this week we're doing the photo challenge, but we've also got another part to our virtual meeting, which is Camp at Home.
Brilliant. I'm looking forward to Sophie and Ruby. That's a great idea. So you'll be back with us on Thursday running the meeting. But also we got Camp at Home, as Steve says. We're running. We're joining Northumberland Scouts and taking part in their world record attempt for the largest virtual camp. Now, all you have to do is camp at home, so it can be in your garden or inside your house. Now, currently on OSM, we've got 20 explorers and leaders taking part, which is fantastic. If you're not yet enrolled on OSM, then please do. But as long as you're prepared on Thursday to camp outside, that'd be brilliant. Currently on OSM, I looked at it today. We are seeing 38,240 participants enrolled, and the organisers have released a map showing where they are from, which obviously includes the UK, but also includes Alaska, Australia, Belgium, Brunei, Canada, Finland, France, Germany, India, Italy, Malaysia, Myanmar, Nepal, the Netherlands, New Zealand, Nigeria, Egypt, Norway, Poland, Spain, South Africa, Sweden, Tanzania, and the US of A. So it really is going to be a world event. And did you spot the one that was out of alphabetical order? Because they're all in alphabetical order apart from one. But that could be in the quiz later, Steve. Okay, so let's look at what those taking part need to do for this world record attempt. So a bit of a list here. So pack your bag. After all, you've got quite a distance to travel. And you don't want to forget anything. So absolutely, it says in the instructions that you're to pack a bag. Then you can build your den at home. You can pitch your tent in the garden, hang up your hammock. You got your hammock ready, Steve? Whatever you can do. Let's see how creative you can be. You have shown on the challenges so far how creative you can be. So I'm sure you won't disappoint us. So whether it's fairy lights or whatever you're doing with your tents or your dens, let's really go to town in it. One of the other things for the record attempt is you need to cook a meal or assist in cooking a meal. It doesn't have to be the evening meal, so you can do your breakfast the following morning. Now, the next one you need to be very safe with, and that's build a campfire. So again, if you're in the house, you might want to create one that looks like a campfire, but yeah, don't start breaking the furniture and having a real fire. And again, if you're outside and you can have a fire, again, please be careful, be safe. Again, a bucket of water or something to hand. Let's not get the fire brigade out. We've got enough to do. We're also you need to take part in campfire. Now, if a good number of you could have a song suggest, that'd be great, or a sketch or a skit, or show us some more talents like we saw in the Explorers Got Talent. By all means, it will be all welcome. And then one of the other things is to take part in a scout activity. Well, obviously you are, because you'll be doing the WEFM, the Worcester Explorer virtual meeting. That ticks the box for that one. Then, of course, you sleep in your shelter of your choice. So no sneaking off to bed. That's not permitted. And then we need to have evidence for Northumberland Scouts and obviously for ourselves. But for the record attempt, they need to have pictures. So again, if you can take a photo of you in your tent, in your den, whatever it is, picture with your meal. We probably combine the two, whatever, but we just need you to drop some photos into our SM by 11 p.m. on the Friday. So 24 hours. For all those taking part, there is a badge. They've put that up on their website over the weekend, so we can order a badge. So again, we need to have your pictures so we can do that. So that's another souvenir for our virtual scouting in 2020, because if you did the walk into the moon, there's going to be a badge for that. So has anyone got any further questions about Camp at Home?
Yeah, so just picked up a question from Baby Yoda. I think Rob's answered it, but we can just do that now as well. So just wants to know what day that is. So that's
the 9th to the 30th, which is the Thursday. So camping in your garden Thursday through to Friday. I think I put on OSM that it ran from 7 o'clock till 10 o'clock in the morning. But if you want to keep through till 12 midday on the Friday, there's no end time. So you can just carry on.
Yeah. Cool.
Any other questions?
Okay.
Sounds good.
I'm just going to leave it a few seconds longer just to make sure we're all sorted with questions. So if you've got any questions about the photo challenge or any questions about the rest of the virtual meeting or about the camp at home, now's a good time to ask them, or you can get in touch with us afterwards as well.
I'm really looking forward to seeing you on Thursday, wherever that be, whether that be in home or in the garden. I suppose it depends on the Wi-Fi signal, but hopefully some of you will be able to broadcast from your tents or your backyards or in your dens as well. Thanks, Steve.
Cool. Well, we'll move on to our quiz then, because I'm not picking up any more questions. So
what delight have you got for us, Steve?
So this time I'm thinking, because we're doing the world record attempt, which is camp at home, we'll have a quiz on world records, and not just any old world records, but Scout-related world records. Let me just find the screen. So hopefully you can see that. You need to go to myquiz.org and you need to enter the code 217344. So we'll just give that a minute for people to join. Oh, we've got another question just while we're waiting for that. Rob's asked, can leaders take part in the photo challenge?
Absolutely, yes. There's a plethora of leaders on there as well.
Cool.
So, yeah, join us, Rob.
That's
I think
great.
Steve, you're out there, aren't you? Sean's out there. I'm out there, or in there, depending on whether it's in the home or out. Oh, and Heather's joined us on that one as well. Right, I need to stop talking and answer the. Put your code in 217. Oh, everything's tinging.
Well, we've got 3 people so far. I'll give it a little while longer.
Does that include me?
I don't know. It takes a while to show up.
Oh, we've got 4 now. I'm going to keep my performance like last week, where I don't think I tripled the leaderboard. Let's put it that way. Who won last week? Was it Sean?
I can't remember, to be honest. I'll have to go back and watch the recording.
I think it might have been. So,
cool.
See what you can do this week.
So don't forget, the copy of my screen that you're seeing is behind real time because YouTube adds a bit of a delay. So when you're doing the quiz, it'll come up with questions. Pay attention to your screen and the times on that instead of what's on my screen, because mine will be behind what you're seeing. Cool. So I think we've left it long enough. Don't have that many people this week, but we'll see. So let's get going.
So I could get on their leaderboard on the basis that there aren't many of us.
So first question.
Oh,
Actually about Camp at Home. It's obviously a world record attempt. What's the world record that they're aiming to beat?
ooh, not seen this one. Well, I hope it's.
And I did actually have to ask them directly about this. I don't know if they've posted it anywhere, or I might just be blind. Oh, 65,000 simultaneous.
We need a few more folks before Thursday, then. I'm sure.
Well done, Rob, on that one. Okay, so next scouting world record. So the youngest chief scout, Bear Grylls, was 34 when he took over as chief scout. But when was that? Don't Google it. That would be cheating.
Oh, blimey, 2011.
Moving on. So our county, Scouts Hereford and Worcester, have a trip to Nepal in 2022. They're going to Everest Base Camp. But yeah, when was the first successful summit of Everest? Was in fact 1953.
I'm doing well this week, Steve.
Yeah, I'm afraid I've been a bit evil with some of these. Okay, so on a camping theme then, there is a world record for the longest hammock, and that's held by a scout from the Netherlands. Sorry, from a scout group from the Netherlands. One of their scouts was the first person to try it. But yeah, how long was that longest hammock?
That's a great name, Edouard Poot. Steve, this is the one you've got to compete for.
Oh. So a few more people on the leaderboard now. That one was a bit more obvious than some of the rest of them. So this is actually for a team of 10. So the fastest time for a team of 10 people to put up a 4-man tent. Yeah, that's held by scouts again. But where are they from?
That's a good one. That's a good one to challenge. And how big the tent had to be? A 4-man tent, but I wonder how.
Was in fact Canada.
Yes.
Well done. Rob's still up there. So next question. The largest piggyback race. Again, that's held by scouts. I've given you the country this time. But how many people were in that race?
Oh. They're Aussies. There'll be a lot of them. That's a good one.
In fact, answer D. 1,274. That's a lot of people. I'm glad that I didn't fool anybody with the odd number of people. Okay, so going back to some stuff we've been doing in previous weeks.
The fastest recorded time for tying 6 USA knots is 8.1 seconds.
Yes. Yeah, that's incredibly fast. But what knots are they?
I was running out of time, so I just stabbed at one there.
Was in fact the sheepshank. Yeah, they don't like the figure of 8 apparently. So a sheepshank is used for shortening rope, if you didn't know that.
A round turn to office in 8.1 seconds, all those knots. So
a couple of weekends ago, we did Where's Scoutadelic, including the world's longest wall. But how long is it? That was one of the answers that we had to find.
It's a biggie. You wouldn't want to repoint it, would you?
This is an interesting one because there are 2 right answers. One is the one study they did adding all the possible sections and branches of the wall, and the other one is like the official world record length of the main line of it. Okay, so going on to Oscars, which again we had a few weeks ago. Who's had the most Oscar nominations?
Well, 2 of them, I don't even know who they are.
Nor do I, if I'm honest.
I think I picked the wrong one. Oh, no.
Yeah. That one didn't fool too many people. It was, in fact, Walt Disney. We've got quite a close tie at the moment. Okay. So back to camping. The world's longest line of tents. How many tents were there?
9 of 10.
And I've completely forgotten this one, so I'll have to wait till the answer comes up. So there's like 0 points between first and third at the moment. And it was, in fact, 721. And Chazza takes the lead with Rob and Baby Yoda joint second.
Well done, Chazza.
And Sean and Finlay bringing up the rear. Sorry, guys. Somebody's got to. But you're not as far behind as I was when I was doing a quiz the other week, so you're all good.
That's my best result, 4th. But out of 5.
Yeah, so sorry if that was a little bit evil on some of the questions there. I
Good.
thought last week was a little bit too easy, so I thought I'd mix it up a little bit. So hopefully you found that at least slightly entertaining. Yeah, I think we're just finishing up now anyway, so thanks for joining in.
We're world record breakers on Thursday.
Yeah, cool. So you've got about 10 seconds if anybody else is going to post a comment quickly.
See you on Thursday. Looking forward to your 10th, your dens, your whatever.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys.
Thanks, Steve.
Yeah, we shall see you Thursday. And then, yeah. Okay. See you on Thursday then.
Bye.